We all know that liberals lost their sense of humor a few years ago, and Stephen Colbert does anti-Trump editorials every night instead of stand-up, and Jimmy Kimmel's not much better. A major part of the problem is that the comedians today are afraid to offend the poor precious little snowflakes, and the jokes and kinds of comedy that people have enjoyed for generations now is just not allowed. But don't worry, folks, Vice has found a comedy duo called the Folk Lords, and they're going to explain how they stay funny without being offensive.
My name is Todd Hausman.
Hey, I'm Ben Gordetsky.
And together we're the Folk Lords.
We make culturally, socially, and politically informed improv and sketch comedy.
This is how to do comedy and not be a dick.
Oh, culturally informed comedy. I'm sure it's going to be hilarious.
Try our new colonial brand turkey, pressure cooked under the weight of colonial oppression and stuffed with our special spices of broken promises.
If you feel like you're being censored or your words are at risk of something, like if your argument ends in like, I really wish I could say that racist joke, then that's a really absurd argument to be having. Why do I need to say that? Why does this affect me? Why? And you'll probably get to a place of like, oh, I don't need to say that.
Oh, yeah!
Well, he is making me laugh. I mean, just look at this loser.
If someone says, that hurts me, that offends me, you just say, oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Wrong again. If somebody's offended by your jokes, you laugh at them and then start mocking them to get more enjoyment. Well, I'm sure these two know better than a comedic legend like Jerry Seinfeld, who refuses to perform at college campuses anymore because the little snowflakes say that his jokes are too offensive. And he says that, of course, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Chris Rock also won't perform on college campuses for the same reason, but unfortunately, he too has gone soft and has even apologized for some of his old bits, like this one, which is probably one of his best.
Everything white people don't like about black people really don't like about black people. It's like a civil war going on with black people, and there's two sides. It's black people, and there's n***s. And n***s have got to go.
I used to greatly admire Chris Rock for speaking powerful truths in his comedy, but now he too is afraid to offend. I'll get to more in just a second, but if it's your first time watching my videos, subscribe to my channel. I'm surprised that you actually found them because they buried me in the search results and took me out of the recommended section because my videos apparently are just too offensive. It's probably only a matter of time before Jimmy Fallon stops doing his "ew" segment on The Tonight Show, where he dresses up as a woman because that'll be considered to be too offensive to the transgender people. Saturday Night Live's popular skit Pat from the 1990s has been blasted as transphobic, and the actress who portrayed Pat has apologized. A few years ago, when Clint Eastwood made a joke about Caitlyn Jenner at the Guys' Choice Awards on Spike TV, they edited the joke out when the awards show later aired. And it may be only a matter of time before a certain scene is edited out of Tropic Thunder, so you better get it on DVD while you can.
Never go full retard.
I guess if we want comedy, we could always go to Eric Swalwell's Twitter feed.
Someone pooped. No, it's not you. Did you poop?
No, I would know.
No, Eric, I think that stuff you're smelling is in the place where your brain is supposed to be. Or I guess we could read through some of the reviews of Jim Acosta's new book. This book is mind-blowing and eye-opening, says this person. Mr. Acosta wrote an honest and straightforward book at how the press is treated by Trump. It's shocking how the press is treated for telling the truth. Mr. Acosta does not sugarcoat any details. I highly recommend reading this book. I could not put it down. It held my interest from the start. I'm about 2/3 of the way through this book and over and above the content. This book is so incredibly well written. I didn't realize how poorly written some of the books I've been reading were until I read this book by Jim Acosta. There's no way that these reviews could possibly be real. If we're lucky, maybe we could still catch some old reruns of All in the Family or The Jeffersons on Antenna TV.
His pal Roger is as queer as a $4 bill, and he knows it. Who you calling crazy, honky?
How would you like it if I called you But there is a glimmer of hope for the future. In fact, the next generation of comedians are already producing content. People like Soph, who has almost 1 million YouTube subscribers, and mini Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and now there's even a mini Elon Omar.
The problem we have now is who should we nominate to defeat Donald Trump? Eric Swalwell, a great candidate that promises to help disarm those pesky gun-loving Americans. Or maybe Joe Biden, that fun-loving uncle that won't keep hands to himself.
Thank you to everyone for the kind words and support. If you could please follow me on Instagram too, at MiniAOC, I'd greatly appreciate it. Well, gotta go. It's going to take forever to put all the garbage in the disposal. See you soon!
I'm Mark Dice, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and if you enjoy watching my videos, click some of the links in the description below to support the channel, or head on over to my online store and get one of my awesome shirts, like the Free Speech Zone shirt, the Liberal versus Conservative shirt, or any of my awesome designs, all available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and of course a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.